Gentleman is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just want to add a few comments here. We have never before in human history seen children have adult onset diabetes. We have seen a 1,000% increase in type 2 diabetes in the last 2 decades. 1,000% increase. 15 years ago, 3% of new cases of childhood diabetes were type 2. And now it's 50% are type 2 diabetes. This, as Mr. Serrano said, this is an epidemic that we all have to deal with, and we better wake up. And with all due respect to the chairman of the committee, for us in 2014 to be talking about having a salt shaker on a child's schoolhouse lunch table it's out of step with the direction that we need to go in. These kids are sick, and they're going to be sicker. And we have talks about Medicaid and long-term spending and how we're going to bend the cost curve, and we're going to have all these kids that have diabetes. Half of the country in the next 10 years is going to have either diabetes or pre-diabetes. We can talk until we're blue in the face about balancing the budget, but you're never going to bend the cost curve in Medicare. You're never going to bend the cost curve in the Medicaid program if we don't get the diabetes problem under control in the United States of America. 50% increase in strokes for children. Strokes. That was unheard of so many years ago until the food industry came in and they add salt, they add sugar, they add fat to our foods. It's a problem. And I want to make one last comment, because the gentlelady said 31% increase in fruits and vegetables, and that's a real issue. It's expensive. The 800-pound elephant in the middle of the room is we just passed a farm bill that subsidizes all of the bad food that they're putting in the school that's so cheap. It's not BS. We subsidize corn, wheat, high fructose corn syrup. It ends up in those Fritos that you were eating a little bit earlier, Mr. Simpson. And the reality, I saw you. I got my eye on you. That one. And those 3 empty bags that are at your feet, too. I'll always yield to my friend. All right, you got it. But it's true. Our taxpayers have subsidized these products for decades. And now we've got a real problem on our hands. We subsidize bad food, and then we subsidize the health care to take care of the people who got the bad food. And you want to know why people in middle America think we're out of our minds? That's why. And I think if we want to talk about Medicaid and Medicare and cost overruns and the health care or balancing the budget the next couple decades, this diabetes epidemic, I am telling you, is the problem that we need to address. And so we've got to see all these issues as interconnected. And if we see them as interconnected, then we can start solving them. A little bit of money up front in the school programs can save us a lot of money in the long run. And I don't know if I have any time left, Mr. Chairman. Do I have any? I'd like to yield whatever remaining time I have left to the Italian grandmother who spoils her grandchildren.